Hi, this video is about combining like terms. This is a very important skill because once we learn how to do it, we will be able to simplify expressions and solve pretty complicated equations. We will begin with simplifying an expression you can see on the left. And one thing that we have to always remember in mathematics is that we really need to start with observations to understand better what's in front of us. For example, we should notice about this expression the number of terms. Count each of them, and you will find that there are 7. How is it different from the number of families? Remember, when we talk about families, we mean like terms, really more than one. More than one like term makes what we call a family. And for that, we need to identify them with some sort of a sign so we don't get them confused with something else. So I chose colors. Minus 6x squared minus 4x squared belong to a family of x squared. Minus 5y to the third power and positive 7y to the third power belong to the family of y to the third power. Remember, terms are considered to belong to the same family or be like terms if two conditions are satisfied. They should have the same variable and the same power of that variable. You notice that the only 3 terms that are left have no variable attached to them. We call such elements constants. And so now we can clarify that there are 3 different families and list every constant, which is in pink. The positive 4, positive 6, and negative 3. It's very important for us to identify coefficients of our like terms as well, because that's what we will be using to combine them. And they would be minus 6, minus 4, minus 5, positive 7. So now that we identified the like terms, we will not be in a rush, because the point of this exercise is not finding a final answer alone. It is using a clear structure, because only structure will allow us to handle more complicated examples. So, now that we identified the like terms, we will want to rearrange them, writing them together. So the family of x squared is already rearranged for us. It was given this way. But the family of y to the third power we will need to rewrite. And so pay attention, I am taking the sign minus 5y to the third and plus 7y to the third. So when you move them, take the sign of the term with it. Next, I have to rewrite together my constants. So it is minus 3, positive 6, and positive 4 plus 4. Now that my families are together, I can combine them. Remember how we combine like terms. We really work with their coefficients. So if you look at these 2 terms, their coefficients are minus 6 and minus 4. I will keep track for you on the bottom here. Minus 6 minus 4 is what we are really working with. That gives us negative 10. And since it's the family of x squared, that would be exactly what I will write. We will do kind of a manipulation for the family of y to the third power, which means that we will work with coefficients minus 5 and plus 7. This will produce a positive 2. Remember that positive 2 is from the family of y to the third. y to the third. And therefore, we combined that family. What is left would be just minus 3 plus 6 plus 4. And I will use the associative property and will add first what's easier for me, the 6 and 4. That gives me 10. 10 minus 3 would give me plus 7. So I will complete my expression with plus 7. And you see how much less complicated the final result looks like in comparison with the original. That completes our combining like terms.